got a nice video for y'all today. Believe it or not, we finally got some patch notes. 2K finally did it, and not only we got some patch notes, but 2K decided to wage a war against the cheaters. I can't even make this up. So we got a lot we gotta talk about, of course. So without further ado, I need y'all to grab yourself that brew and let's get to the video.
If you don't know, it's Brutalsim on the scene, wicked and mean. With the next video on this YouTube thing, we got 2K news and rumors. Don't forget the tutorials and tips. Turn your my player to a bad man and rule the sticks. No matter the mode, record or park, even my career brute will get you a good start. Hit the like button, don't forget the notifications. Comment down below and welcome to the Brute Squad Nation.
Alright, so it's not gonna be a long video today. We're gonna dive straight into the patch notes, and I ain't gonna lie to you, this is not necessarily just a patch note. This is 2K making a statement. This is 2K finally coming out and acknowledging that cheating is a huge problem within the 2K community, and they hear us. And not only they hear us, that they're in this fight and they're about to do something about it. It took them long enough, in my opinion. But anyways, let's dive into the patch notes. AKA statement. The protecting fair play and competitive integrity is a core priority for NBA 2K. So we know how frustrating it is when games are disrupted by players who choose to cheat, and we've been actively monitoring emerging exploits. So they're saying, yeah, we know this, and we've been monitoring, man. We just trying to do our thing behind the scenes. Not good enough, 2K. We need more statements like this. But anyways, let's continue on. The update 5.1 on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S adds new protection against network manipulation, including measures designed to combat intentional lag switching tactics used to gain an unfair advantage. These protections apply across online multiplayer modes such as Park, the Theater, and the Rec. Now, this was one of my biggest issues with the initial patch, by the way, that they left us in the dark. Yeah, they patched the Park, and of course they patched the ante up, but when it comes to matchmaking, which of course your boy is a Rec warrior, y'all know that. Anytime y'all see a boy in the Park, it's a rare event, especially since the cheaters were out there. Yeah, the Rec warrior, I was deep in it. I ain't gonna front y'all. Pause on that. Pause. Y'all be getting carried away sometime. But anyways, this finally seemed like they're actually paying some attention to the matchmaking modes as well. But let's continue on. They said this update is now available and includes a required patch download and additional live update. Please fully close and relaunch the game to ensure the latest changes are applied. So what they're saying is not only the initial patch that we dropped to take out the secret, right? We are also dropping a hotfix, and all you gotta do now is close the app and it's gonna automatically give you a quick update, man. So y'all know those hotfixes, they actually could do that on the fly. So the next one is not a big patch, but it's a hotfix and it's already live. So I am actually happy with that. Get them out of matchmaking mode, get them out the game. Could imagine what they're saying right now. We're gonna dive into that a little bit later in the video, of course. They continue to say anti-cheat efforts are ongoing as behaviors evolve. We'll continue testing and evaluating additional protections focused on reducing the most impactful forms of cheating. And we're committed to the long-term work of keeping competition fair for players who respect the game. Again, this is not patch. This is a statement from 2K straight up saying we out there. We are waging a war against these scums. We are waging a war against these cheaters. And this is my issue with 2K. I gotta call them on it. They should have been said something like this, even though they didn't have a fix. What we wanted to know is that we were being heard. So all they had to do was put out a statement saying, yo, I hear y'all. And trust me, we're working behind the scenes. And trust me, we're not only working behind the scenes, we will get something to y'all as soon as possible, y'all. But it is challenging, of course, but we are working to combat these cheaters. That's all we asked for, and we finally got it. And they're already taking actions, man. We already seen people posting on X, we formerly known as Twitter, that people in these cheating discords are getting permanently banned. So this is taken from NBA 2K26 News and Intel. The 2K has now started banning cheaters after releasing a patch yesterday. And of course, they attached these two images showing people actually asking within their Discord what's going on. I see people getting banned and showing proof of people receiving permanent ban. So we got these images. We're gonna scroll through really quick. We're not gonna stay long. We're not gonna give them too much attention. Here is Naze Burner as well saying LMAO feds did a sweep. This user posted his permanent ban and said goodbye 2K26. This game was absolutely low-key happy I got perm ban. See y'all in 2K27. Yo, we don't need to see you in 2K27, my G. You might as well go play something else, my G. I ain't gonna lie, especially if 2K really keep this energy. I need them to get them out of here, y'all. Now let me share this post with y'all, man. I tell y'all, these people are not only delusional, but they're weird. A bunch of weirdos be in these discords. I know some of y'all gonna get offended if you in those discords, but guess what? The great Bob Marley said, who the cap fit, let them wear it. Alright, if you're offended, I am speaking to you. Trust me on that. So anyways, this is from Hubsy, and the caption for this is, cheaters on 2K are not real people. Now, when I read this, I read one yesterday for y'all already. This one actually tops that. The level of delusion in this post top any level of delusion I've seen over the past few years. But anyways, let's dive into it. Now, this person says it's been 14 hours without the secret. You know, the secret was the cheating application they were using, right? He said, I can't stop shaking. I'm having severe mental breakdowns. He said he woke up today trying to log on to 2K and use the secret, but it was patched. Why am I laughing at this? Oh, because it's funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. He said he had a major panic attack, but managed to calm down after a few hours. He said he couldn't go to school today. He said, I'm so worried that I'm nothing without the secret. It is my life. It is my destiny without the secret. He said, I wouldn't be able to do anything. He said, secret is the best thing ever made, and he can't get rid of the addiction to it. He said, it's the best game in existence. He can't stop trembling and crying. He is very worried. And I'm saying he very loosely. I'm telling y'all, man, these people are not real. You can't even make this up. If you go and check out the video yesterday, I will put the link there, of course. I'll put the pop-up to that video, y'all. The person was delusional yesterday, but not to this level. This is ridiculous. That at least he is aware enough to admit that he is addicted to some nonsense. He said he had a panic attack, man. Why don't I feel sorry for this person right here? These are the people that are in these discords, y'all. I can't even make this up. But again, I gotta give 2K props. I'm surprised they put out the patch notes, aka statement, because this has been long overdue and needed to be said. And 2K, listen to your boy Brute. It's very important that you let the 2K community know what's going on behind the scenes. I know y'all don't want to reveal too much and you're all, thinking about PR, but it's always good PR to let us know that you have our back at the end of the day. Again, it's a little late. I know people won't be in the comments, oh, it's late as hell. But we don't know what it takes, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what it takes. It's always wishful thinking that we have things instantly. And I'm just being honest with y'all. So I'm not a network person. I'm not an IT person, so I can't necessarily critique how long it will take to solve an issue like this. Now, if you're an IT person and you say, oh, it should have been done years ago, I'm with you. Trust me on that, all right? I'm not here to judge that at all. But if you say that, I'll take your word for it. But as far as I know, I can't really speak on something like that. But I'm really glad that they finally took a stand and finally decided to make this statement, basically waging war against the cheaters and committing to the long-term fight and pretty much acknowledging that this won't be a one-time fix and it will be something we constantly have to work on and constantly have to fight. So that's big for your boy Brute. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Till next time, I'll bless and be safe out there. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Of course, the notification bell is free and key. Peace.